The first and how he's able to recover and give you the innings that he did and limit the damage as much as he could.
Yeah, I mean, the first inning was kind of about Paredes at bat. Paredes put a really good at bat on him to start the game and got one to fall in there with a bunch of pitches. Jamo made some big pitches the rest of that inning, and then I thought he got it going really good actually. And even then, I mean, there wasn't a lot of hard contact. It was they just did a good job with foul balls really. It was Jamo had a good outing. He unfortunately left the slider kind of up out over, and Altuve put one in those boxes.
Whether execution-wise or stuff-wise, what did you feel like was the biggest difference for him today versus the previous two starts?
Yeah, I mean, I thought he just mixed things up a little better, and just keep the hitters, responsible for multiple speeds, multiple areas in the strike zone. The strike throwing is not changing. But yeah, I thought he made the hitter responsible for a bunch of areas in the zone and speeds.
What's his experience kind of play out where 30 pitch first inning, first batter, like you said, and to be able to not have that kind of...
Yeah, no, I mean, I thought he did a great job kind of managing all that. And like I said, I mean, he pitched well. I mean, there was no, he limited hard contact really well today.
Astros obviously also had very good pitching, but
yeah.
What do you see with their offense?
Yeah, well, we created a really good chance in the first, and then squared up some balls with Say and Dansby. Squared up two baseballs right at him. Unfortunately, Tuck's ground balls very hard hit in the third, and then he kind of settled in, and we didn't do much. And then in the seventh, their bullpen, those two guys, Abreu and Hader, they're two of the best. And Valdez got deep enough in the game where they could go right to them, and Abreu did a great job. I mean, Bushy just, that's the one pitch you want back, because I think he took a good swing at the right pitch and he just missed it. And then Abreu did a nice job.
Can you take us to that first inning, especially starting with Paredes, and really throughout your start, just how he's fouling pitches off?
Yeah, I've maybe had one other game in my career like that. I think it was to Joey Votto, where just right off the bat, just saw a ton of pitches. Didn't give in. He obviously did a great job of fouling a lot of pitches off. First, maybe he got a hit on a really good pitch, so it's kind of one of those instant kind of man, this is how it's been going for me a little bit, and then snap out of that and just get back to making pitches. So, yeah, I mean, he did a really good job. I don't know how much of that was planned or just how it happened, but yeah, just he's a tough AB. He doesn't strike out much. I knew that going in, and yeah, that kind of screwed the pitch count a little bit, though.
What was 31 pitches, how much of kind of each at bat kind of informed the next at bat with him? It looks like you had a little bit different approach each time.
Yeah. I mean, I think just with him in general, he's a really good hitter, and he's really good at putting the bat to the ball. So it was kind of the game plan going in was just throw a bunch of stuff all over the place, try not to repeat too much. So as far as at bat, that was kind of pre-planned, just try not to repeat a bunch of the same things. But yeah, I mean, helps him, helps the lineup, helps all the other righties. I think they had 7 righties out there today. So just the more pitches he sees, the more they see what I'm trying to do. And obviously I was at 105 pitches there in the 5th. So obviously wears me down a little bit too. So yeah, I mean, just a good job by him.
You kind of maybe touched on that a little bit, but what did you feel like was the biggest difference from the last 2 outings to today?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to be too happy when you don't complete even 5 innings, but I actually thought that was some of the best stuff in command I've had all year. There were games where I'd have great results and I'd kind of leave the park feeling man, I didn't feel that great today. I just found a way to get through an outing, and then I've had to grind a little bit lately, but proud of the work we've been putting in, and I think we're really on the right track. I thought stuff-wise in command, it was a really big step forward today. Just obviously got beat by the homer again today, which I'm getting pretty tired of, but it was a pretty good hitter that hit it. So, I'll be better going forward, but I'm also really encouraged with the work that we're putting in.
Too simple to say you just threw more coverage today, but pitch usage-wise, kind of what were some of the things that you wanted to to in this outing?
Yeah, I mean, part of that was like predetermined, and part of it was like I just thought the cutter was better today. I haven't had great feel of that lately, and I also haven't seen 7 righties in a lineup probably all year in a while, so that was part of it. Yeah, the cutter, I was putting myself in a position delivery-wise to execute more cutters. I thought that was a really good pitch for me today. I thought the four seam had better shape and stuff today. Seeing some good things out of the sweeper finally, like working in the right direction with that. I haven't had that for a while, so yeah, part of that's like you have a plan going in, and another part of it's when you're out there just talking in between innings.
As you're watching the ball Altuve's bat, are you thinking like fly out, or are you nervous knowing?
I knew it was gone. I grew up coming to games here. I've seen so many balls go into the Crawford boxes, and it's one of those things like, yeah, it's a short left field, but it also wasn't a very good pitch. So it's what he does. He's probably a future Hall of Famer, and yeah, I thought it was gone off the bat.
When you look at the stretch for the team as a whole, like you guys have been able to limit the long slump, but it's probably some of the first
Yeah.
few that you had. What are you taking from it, and what are you observing from this group?
Yeah, I mean, just individually, I'm taking a lot from it. There's things I need to do better, and we're working really hard at. So individually, there's things I need to work on, and then as a group, like obviously, you want to have urgency every time you come to the ballpark. It's a privilege and an honor playing in the big leagues, but also like this is such a good crew of veteran guys. You don't want to panic. You don't want to hit the panic button at all. It's like keep showing up, keep doing the right things, stack days. Have the right process, and it'll turn. Like, we're playing some good teams. Their plan is really tough, and there's going to come a point in time where we flip the script and teams are coming to us and saying, man, those guys are really hot. So weather the storm, keep the process up, and, don't panic, which I don't feel any.
Yeah, how different does this stretch feel compared to last year when you had Spurs?
Yeah, I mean, last year it just felt like it was a couple-month thing. And this has just been a couple-week thing. And we're playing good teams, too. It's not like we're out here just getting it handed to us every day. Like today we lose to the Astros 2-0. It's a good team. They don't lose at home. Framber's really good. Altuve's a really good player. So it's not like we're out here just giving teams games. So that's another cause for optimism. It's like just weather it now and keep going.
With your stuff feeling as good as it did today, was that from pitch one, or was there something in that first inning and the second that really then?
Yeah, I thought something kind of clicked in my last bullpen, and that's one of those things. Like I've been doing a lot of good work on the side, and I haven't seen it carry over to the game, and I was really hoping it would carry over today. And then I get out there, and from pitch one, I felt just a little different, a little more gathered and connected and compact with my delivery. So yeah, it's like I knew I was putting in the right work. It's been feeling good, trending, and then I've just been waiting to like carry it out to the game. And today, I felt like I finally was doing that.